Imagine if I revealed that one simple habit is silently sapping your energy, destroying your confidence, and trapping you in an endless loop. You often feel tired, unmotivated, stuck without an escape. But what if the key to unbreakable self-control and true inner strength has been right in front of you all along? Stay with me to the end, because after this, you'll completely change how you view this habit. We're talking about a topic few discuss, but almost everyone faces. Some claim it's normal, harmless, even beneficial. But have you ever paused to question it? I'll tell you that this so-called harmless habit is actually causing more damage than you realize. The ancient Stoic sages, the greatest minds in history, grasped what modern society ignores. They understood the power of discipline, the cost of chasing pleasure, and the secret to true self-mastery. Today, I'll share what they knew, so you can break free, reclaim your strength, and transform your life. The problem: why this habit is ruining you. Let's be honest, you've felt it. That nagging guilt, the lack of drive after giving in, the emptiness, like part of you, is fading away. Why? Science explains that every time you indulge, your brain unleashes a huge dopamine rush, the pleasure hormone. Sounds great. Right. Wrong. The more you do it, the more your brain craves quick, easy highs. Like any addiction, the consequences emerge. You're exhausted, weakened, demotivated. Your ambition for real goals fades, because your brain got its reward without any actual effort. Modern research shows that excessive engagement in such habits can lead to a cycle of dependency where dopamine reinforces the behavior. This makes it harder to focus on productive activities. For instance, studies on behavioral addictions highlight how overindulgence in pleasurable activities like masturbation can desensitize the brain's reward system. This leads to reduced motivation and even mood swings, while moderate amounts might release healthy hormones like oxytocin and endorphins for a mood boost. Crossing into habit territory turns it into a trap similar to how digital media hooks us with constant notifications. The Stoics spotted this issue long before modern science. They warned about excess and the risks of being ruled by basic urges. But what did they say exactly? And how can you apply their wisdom to break out Stoic wisdom? The pleasure trap. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, wrote, "No one is free who is a slave to their body." That's precisely what happens when you let pleasure dominate. Each surrender reinforces a weak mindset, telling yourself, "I need this," when in truth, it's controlling you. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, believed in mastering desires rather than being commanded by them. He knew that anyone who can't control themselves will never be truly free. The more you pursue pleasure, the more it imprisons you. The more you chase instant gratification, the further you stray from real fulfillment. Epictetus echoed this with, "Freedom is not procured by a full enjoyment of what is desired, but by controlling the desire." He also said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Emphasizing that true liberty comes from internal mastery, Seneca added depth. When force of circumstance upsets your equanimity, lose no time in recovering your self-control, and do not remain out of tune longer than you can help. These quotes aren't just ancient words, they're practical tools for battling modern temptations. But here's the key point. Every great figure in history, from warriors to emperors, prophets to innovators, shared one trait: they controlled their desires. They didn't let impulses dictate their actions. And that's why they achieved greatness, while others remained enslaved by instincts. Take Mahatma Gandhi, who practiced celibacy as a form of self-discipline to channel his energy into India's independence movement. Or Isaac Newton, the brilliant physicist who reportedly remained celibate to focus on his groundbreaking work in science and mathematics. Even Pythagoras, the philosopher and mathematician, advocated celibacy among his followers to pursue intellectual and spiritual growth. These examples show how mastering desires led to extraordinary success. The solution: how to break free and reclaim your power. So, how do you shatter this trap? The answer lies in three core Stoic principles: self-discipline, purpose, and energy transmutation. Let's dive deeper into each, with practical steps and historical insights. 1. Self-discipline, the key to freedom. Epictetus taught, "No one is truly free who is not master of themselves." That's where it begins. The moment you stop being a slave to your urges is when you start regaining power. Discipline isn't about denial. It's about choosing what's truly valuable over what's easy. Every time you resist the impulse, you strengthen your mind, build mental resilience, and gradually, those urges lose their grip. Start small. Set boundaries, like avoiding triggers during high-energy times. Remember Xenophon, the Greek historian and soldier, who emphasized self-discipline as essential for overcoming obstacles and personal growth. His writings in Anabasis show how disciplined soldiers turn defeat into victory through sheer willpower. 2. Find your purpose. Replace the habit with something greater. The Stoics believed a life without purpose is wasted. That's why so many struggle with this habit. They lack a channel for their energy. Consider this: if your mind is focused on building a career, honing skills, or pursuing a mission, do you have room for meaningless indulgence? The secret is to swap the habit for something that brings genuine fulfillment. Identify your why. What legacy do you want to leave? Channel that energy into daily goals. Look at the Wright brothers, who practiced intense self-discipline and focus, possibly including celibacy, to invent the airplane, proving persistence beats perfection. 3. Transmutation. Redirect your energy. Ancient warriors, artists, and philosophers knew a secret most modern men overlook. Sexual energy is the most potent force in the human body. Waste it, and your potential vanishes. But redirect it, channel it into productive pursuits, and it becomes an unstoppable drive. Nikola Tesla, the genius inventor, chose a celibate life because he understood this. He knew that by transmuting his energy, he could accomplish what others couldn't. This is what the Stoics preached. Instead of squandering it on fleeting pleasure, fuel your ambition, creativity, and discipline with it. Practical tip: engage in physical exercise or creative hobbies when urges arise to redirect that force. Even in Sufi traditions, ascetic practices like celibacy were used for spiritual elevation, real-life applications. Bringing Stoicism to the modern world. To make this actionable, let's explore how these principles apply today. In a world of endless distractions, dopamine fasting, temporarily abstaining from pleasures like social media or habits, can reset your brain's reward system. As supported by modern psychology, athletes like boxer Mike D'Amato practiced celibacy before fights to heighten focus and aggression, turning discipline into victory. You can start a 30-day challenge, track your progress, journal urges, and replace them with Stoic reflections. This builds habits that last. The climax. What happens when you quit? Picture this: waking up daily with unshakable confidence. No guilt, no weakness, just pure, boundless energy. Imagine being more motivated, sharply focused, and in total command of your life than ever. That's the outcome when you break free. Testosterone level may surge. Mental clarity sharpens. your drive to succeed explodes. And most importantly, you reclaim power over your mind. Science indicates that breaking addictive cycles can improve overall brain function, reducing distress and enhancing cognitive flexibility. This is the true freedom. The Stoics described not just quitting a habit, but becoming the man you were born to be, with the resilience to handle any challenge. But the benefits extend further. Relationships deepen as you connect on emotional levels. Productivity soars, and you inspire those around you. As Epictetus noted, the key to control is not in controlling external events, but in controlling your own mind. Conclusion: the ultimate challenge. Now, the question is, will you stay stuck in the cycle? Or, Zeitze Control, will you let an empty habit steal your potential? Or is above, the choice is yours. But remember, no great historical figure was ruled by their desires. Those who changed the world mastered themselves first. If you're ready to break free, reclaim your power, and live the authentic Stoic way, make sure to subscribe to LABE Stoic for more content like this. Join our community for daily tips and challenges to apply these principles. Your journey to self-mastery starts now. Share your thoughts in the comments. What's one step you'll take today?